The final out of the red corner, weighted at 83.9. He's a 42 stands and 5 lengths. He fights out of North Star MMA and powerhouse fight camp and hails from Baker, Colin, Collier! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 84.5. He's 22 stands and 6 tall. He fights out of KBW and hails from Dewsbury, Gohar, Manzoor!
All right, we are underway.
Well, Gohar is a late stand-in for his fight camp guy called Junaid Chima, who got injured. Right. So he's taken the fight on short notice.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see what prevails here. I've done some training with Gohar. He's got some fast hands, really fast hands. And Colin will be aware of that because Gohar's fought previously as well on Combat Challenge.
Okay.
There's footage of that.
He's already put his hands there already. Already getting his hands. Doesn't really caught against that cage any longer, doesn't Colin, really? Because looks like Gohar's got some bad intentions in them punches as well. Like putting some leather on early, which is good.
Yeah, he fought on our last shot, and within the first minute, it was done. You know, and I think Colin knows that, so obviously he's going to have to weather that storm.
Yeah, he's going to have to play that game smart, isn't he? Because
he's got to be careful as
good
Gohar,
driving takedown there. Looks like he's going to have to pass that because it's in pretty deep. If he can get back to full guard on that, he could be in some serious trouble.
Yeah. Oh, he's
got both arms in. He's got both arms in. If he can finish that, it's both arms in. That's on. That's tight. That's tight. If he can get that sunk a bit deeper, if he can just get his head down just a little bit more, he can finish this. But I think there's a good chance Gohar's probably going to pop out of this now. There we go. Pretty deep start though.
Yeah. I mean, he's working well.
Transition straight away. Got that overhook on the arm there. Yeah. Looking for the triangle. Probably could have gone for the twisting armbar or maybe the omoplata. I'm still
Colin's
not sure.
Working really well off his back here.
He's really moving well.
And he hasn't been in the game well, but he's trained well for it. And he's trained hard. And Gohar's a bit reluctant to leave his head out there.
Yeah, but
there's a price to pay for that. If you keep your head on someone's chest, it's easy to get triangled.
That's right.
So he's got to be wary of that.
Walk those legs up and then just look to establish that early submission. You know, and this is the best time for it. This early in the first round, you know, it's really hard to escape this sort of stuff at this point in the fight. And Gohar's got a good pass there to get into half guard. It's got an overhook there as Colin, which is limiting what a Gohar can do on the other side. But looks like he's passing into mount. Look to establish that position. He's not letting the hands go very tactically, just firing them out at the moment. He's missing more than he's hitting, but he's certainly keen to punch. He's done well to get back to his feet there. I'd have probably established the mount a little bit longer, to be honest. He was doing pretty well there.
Yeah, and I think Colin was lucky there as well to work his way back out.
He was very lucky. I think
stood up so
looks like he kind of gave him a little bit of a pass there, really. I think he would have been smarter to establish that mount and maybe pick his shots a little bit better. He looked like he was kind of blowing himself
his neck out there. He's Gohar, you know, he's left it twice now.
Yeah, that's it. Almost cost him in that first exchange. That guillotine was deep. He could have just got nearer the shoulder or got under his armpit.
When I was speaking to Gohar, he had to cut a lot of weight, a significant amount of weight for this, so I don't know if that's had a detrimental effect on him or not.
You know, Colin's now giving as good as he got, isn't he?
He's game, isn't he? Colin. He's game. He's kept that pressure on, sneaky uppercuts.
Good uppercuts there, nice dirty boxing. That's classic Randy Couture dirty boxing there.
He's throwing the knees in there.
Gohar's not concerned, just about creating a bit of space and throwing his own shots as well. Lovely first round. Great stuff from both fighters.
Wow. Sounds like Colin may have hurt his arm, you know, his hand seems to be...
They were complaining about something in the corner. He was saying that maybe he was grabbing his thumb or something like that. I don't know. It's I guess we'll find out in a second. It's going to tell him that he's been either tampering with his glove or something like that. Good first round.
Wow.
A little bit of love, a little bit of blood.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, on Gohar on his last fight, he won it really quick. So now this is a bit of a test for him to see how he does, you know. And Colin is no slouch. Yeah. In this short period of time, he has learned so much and he trains. You can look in his camp. He's got people from Rob Hardman from a different gym. He's got Declan Williams. So he's got his brother Sean Williams there as well. These are people from different gyms that have come together, and he's lucky because he lives on Bacup, so he can drop down to Todmorden and train with Rob Hardman.
Okay, so he's got a lot of good gyms around him. Fantastic.
Rosendale, so he's
obviously using it as well, isn't he? Because his hands look good, his groundworks look good. He's put himself in good positions, but at the same time, you know, Gohar's looked aggressive.
Yeah, he is. Right. He's very aggressive, is Gohar. However, I'm a bit concerned that every time Colin throws in a couple of punches and Gohar, instead of going for a deep low shoot, just moves forward with his head.
Almost like he's playing the body lock, but not really doing it intentionally. Looking for the takedown, but without that sort of positioning. So Just a little bit of time wasting going on there.
Yeah.
So,
getting some extra time there.
That's it. Get your breathing on. It's all good. Send him back to his corner. Probably wiping all that blood from that that 11th fight or whatever. That was an absolute streamer. So round 2. In we go. More of the same, please, gentlemen. Lovely first round from both of them. Turn the tables quite well. Hard to call that round. You know, Bob, I know Gohar finished quite strong at the top there, but you know, Rob put some good work together against the cage. You know, it's all good.
And I think Gohar's a bit wary of just letting them all go now.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to reserve a little bit of energy as well.
Just as we say that, and he swings for the fences like there's no tomorrow. But
yeah, no, you're right. Sometimes when your adrenaline gets you, you just go. But
that's it. Landed a couple of nice shots there as well, put them together quite well. But like I said, leaves his neck out a lot. Yeah,
that's the only issue there, and the fatigue will get him because it's constricted him and he's putting that pressure on his neck.
That's right, yeah.
You know, and he's carrying the upper body weight of Colin.
Colin's now stalking him a little bit. Good punches there as well. Just needs to sort that accuracy out just a little bit, just find his range just a little bit closer, because that man's got dynamite in his hands. You can see that from here. You can hear these punches. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it through the mic at the moment, but these punches are landing with some serious impact, and you know, Colin's standing up to it very well.
He is, yeah. And he doesn't seem too concerned, and he's closing the distance and putting that pressure on, and that grind, and he's working that body, working the knees. You know, and I think you know, Gohar's in a bit of a strong fight here. You know,
he's just lovely uppercuts. That dirty boxing's really good. It's a very
They're both clinching each other, whereas Gohar is a bit reluctant in letting his hands and his knees go, whereas Colin is just keeping that underarm in and just letting everything go.
He's got quite a decent guillotine there, hands stay on the fence there. He's trying to avoid that, but once again, I'm not sure it's deep enough. He'd be better off switching his hips and getting that to mount, perhaps, rather than extending that, because I'm not 100% confident he's got the extension that he needs. It's certainly very tight, but I think Colin will probably survive this. He's looking to play wrist control now. He's playing on the glove, which is a bit unfair, but Gohar does the exact right thing. Take the mount. If you're not going to get the guillotine, take the mount and make him pay. Good right hands there, coming through on the jaw, throwing good punches down. Colin really needs to advance his position here, because you know, Gohar's got some nasty ground and pound in that position. Strong mount. He needs to sink his hips a little bit more just to stay that little bit tighter. He's looking to isolate that arm so he can really let his right hand go as well. And good shot there again. Nice chopping right hand. Couple of really nice right hands there, straight down the pipe as well.
I mean, Colin's punching back as well at the same time to show that, look, I'm trying, I'm keeping in there, I'm fighting back.
Yeah, that's true, and it's it'd be better advancing his position, but you've got to show the referee something, haven't you? You've got to show him some intention. He's trying to isolate that arm and create some space for him to actually land some shots as Gohar. He's done well to pull that arm out now. If he's got enough time, he could really start putting some shots together, or possibly even take that arm bar that's kind of offered up there at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the cage against him, so he might sneak out the back here.
Yeah, he might do, yeah. I think it would have been better suited there to establish that with a triangle and then restack him again and move again. With 10 seconds, it's unlikely he's going to finish this, but yeah, he needs to make him pay for damage in the round there. And he's doing just that. With 10 seconds to go, he's finishing strong. Good second round. Barbara again finishing in mount.
Yeah, I think,
cut under the eye of Colin as well. You know, he's starting to show the signs of a bit of wear and tear and a bit of glove damage.
Yeah, and Gohar looks tired now, you know.
Yeah, it's the same on the other side, though. I mean, like, you know, leaning on the cage pretty heavy.
Yeah.
He's taken some shots. He's been on the bottom for a lot, but Gohar's really putting a lot of punches together in that ground.
He has, and he kept that pressure on him against the cage and unleashed. And at one stage, I thought he was going to go for the arm.
Yeah, I thought he was. I wonder if there was just limited room for him to extend on there, and he was perhaps worried about giving up his position. But I don't know, it might have been worth it with 10 seconds to go, just to snatch that submission. And I think that probably would have been the way to go, and maybe take a gamble on that. But you know, we'll see what the third round's got for us. Both breathing quite heavy.
Yeah, I mean, Colin's worked hard in trying to put that grind on him, you know, which tires you out, you know what I mean?
They've managed to stop the blood under his eye, which is good, because you know, it can makes him feel look worse than it is when it's just streaming a little bit. But he's developing a heck of a mouse under that left eye. Look at that swell. He's going to be very lucky if his eye stays open for the rest of his right. The rest's going to keep a tight, close eye on that, I should imagine, because that's starting to mouse up quite nicely under that left eye of.
But that just shows
Colin.
The heart of Colin, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I ain't even seen him touch it yet. You know what I mean? He's not concerned at all. He knows he's taken some damage, and he knows he's probably going to take some more. But he needs to keep that left hand high, because you know, Gohar's going to target that, and rightly so. Good right hands there. He's taken a couple of shots here. He comes to the body there as well. He could really do some damage. This rest's going to ask him to fight back, and he's done just that.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that was close. That But Gohar might have just burnt himself out a little bit there if he's not careful.
He probably would have been better to drop some shots to the body there as well. Could have really stung him there as well, because Colin was defending well, eating shots, but defending well. He has taken some shots as Colin, but Gohar really bringing the fight. Well, both guys bringing the fight. This is what I came to see.
I think that confidence has come back on Gohar now.
Yeah. I think he knows he's got power in his hands, and he's got to be careful though. Colin's dangerous. You know,
with those uppercuts, those dirty uppercuts.
Yeah, he ate a good left jab, left hook stroke jab on the way in, another right hand, and yeah, if he can get him back against the cage and maybe hit that uppercut, he's got to be careful grabbing the fence. He's done that twice now. The ref won't stand for it too much more to try to arrest that takedown, but
I mean, the referee will be aware that Colin took a lot of punishment in this position, so he'll bear that in mind in this round.
So that cut's reopened on Colin's head as well, just a small one, and if Babo can retake that mount, this could be he might have a time to finish this actually. You know, he's established that position quite late in the previous 2 rounds. If he can stay strong in this 3rd round and get him isolated early, he could look for this TKO quite aggressively. Quite a bit of blood from the face of Colin now, so if any ground and pound, that's going to be bearing in the mind of the referee. He's taking a close eye on this, and Colin looking at tie up the gloves with a bit of wrist control. Looks like he doesn't really want to take any punishment here.
Yeah, but I think, well, like you said in the 2nd round, what Colin needs to be doing is getting out of there rather than trying to tie up the hands and stuff, you know.
There's good shots coming from Gohar there. Like he's quite keen on his ground and pound. He's putting good shots together, good hooks. Changes angles quite well. You know, he's hooking, he's straight punching. Colin's doing a great job of defending, but he's not advancing. So we've got to be careful that, you know, especially with the damage taken in the previous 2 rounds, that he doesn't just get stopped. Strong heavy mount from Gohar again. Just needs to free his arms. He's doing the best he can with this as well. He's doing a good job.
It's really difficult when you're tired and there's somebody on you there, and you know.
We're 3 rounds into
the 3rd round.
A real fight here, aren't we? So good hammer fists. You know, he might be better shortening his punches slightly and looking to just put those short hammer fists in. Maybe the sort of like sneaky hooks that you'd expect. I think he's looking to create space and really unload, which is all good and well, but I think he needs to get a bit busier. We've got 10 seconds to go. He's not going to have time to finish this fight, really. So just needs to leave a lasting impression to win this round, and I'm sure he'll do just that. Colin eating some shots from the bottom, but good fight. Very good fight.
Yeah, good man, good fight.
Good strong punches. Good couple of guys there.
Fighters in the center of the cage, please. Fighters in the center of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hardcore rounds, we go to the judges and scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Gohar, Manzoor. Please show your appreciation for Colin, Collier.